Hello mes amis, I'm Grantaire and this is the vlog of a Misérable. Today I'm here with my friend Musichetta.
Hi!
I met Musichetta on a Fruit Basket forum in the 2000s. She was supporting Kyo and of course I was supporting Yuki. And in the end I was oops, spoiler.
You're starting very well.
Well, you're behind the shits. It's distracting.
Well, I have my reason and you invited me.
Yeah. Can you explain your reasons to the beautiful viewers?
I can. It's simple. I'm a sex worker, but maybe one day I won't be one. And I'd like that info to not be spread all over the internet.
I see. So already I can see that the problem lies in the way this work is perceived in society.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't say it's a great job. On the other hand, it really isn't, but there are plenty of shitty jobs, and the reason I started my activity is because I couldn't live a regular salaried life. Waking up at fixed hours, having no life outside of it, being depressed and burnt out all the time.
Oh, I see. And sex work helped you get out of this situation?
It helped me to survive. This work can be risky. You have to teach yourself how to do it, and it's not a stable situation. But I'm not a miserable victim. I'm also not praising it as a way to celebrate my sexuality. I am not pro-sex.
Those are usually the two ways sex work is presented in the media, right?
Pretty much, and it's a problem. Well, first, the stories are mostly told by people who don't know sex works, and it deprives us of our voices, and there's this confusion between human trafficking and sex work and overgeneralization. And then it puts us in the situation of victims or fooled by the system, and then again it deprives us of our voices.
I see. So you're thinking about radical feminists who want to abolish sex work, don't you? How do you say it? Abolitionists?
Yes, well, to be honest, everyone speaks in a place, but they tend to legitimize a certain type of testimony of ex-sex worker who survived it and worked under terrible conditions, and to only frame sex workers as victims.
Yeah, but I guess we're all victims of a patriarchal system, aren't we?
Yes, and that's specifically why we should be heard, but we're deprived of that while there are many concrete problems to solve to be able to work safely and keep our dignity. And neither the criminalization of sex work nor of client will stop sex work. Far from it. It just makes it harder to work. For example, when I arrived at a client's place, I text a friend and I text her again when I leave so someone knows where I am. But this person could actually be arrested as well.
Oh, this is both revolting and incredibly dumb.
Yes, and if you want another dumb example, I can declare my activity properly on my taxes. I said I was a support worker, and also my landlord could kick me out if he knew my activities.
Because you work from home?
No, that's too dangerous. I go to the client's place. I put ads online with a phone number. I have a phone solely dedicated to those activities.
Oh, I see. So that your life, like the rest of your life, can be separated from your work.
Yes, you have to. But I meet some friends through work on social networks who are really important. I was totally clueless when I started working, but there are sex worker groups online and they give tips, advices. I also educate myself about sex work politics there.
Oh, I see. And so there you can organize together.
Yes, we already do in a way, but it's harder. For example, there's the stress, the sex work kind of union. In the end, the ideal condition for working would be not to be isolated, to work as a group.
Oh, so you'd like to be back to a sort of like brothel situation?
No, that's not really great either. Like, I tried one in Switzerland where it was about renting a room for a week, but it was very expensive and the rhythm had to be intense. In the end, I didn't make much profit. I also know other system where you don't rent a room, but you only get a percentage of the money. What I'd like would be a self-managed place where I can work with several girls deciding how much, how long, etc.
But that ideal situation where you have a self-managed place and all, like you can't do it if it's criminalized, right?
No.
So again, criminalization gets in the way of your security.
Yes. But if sex work is to be decriminalized, the risk could also be the obligation to surrender to a capitalist system, like having to work a certain amount of time, justify it. We want to keep our freedom, but overall, if we're considered as sex worker, we could organize better and access better working conditions. Associations like Médecins du Monde could also access people in need for help. In the end, criminalization isolates us, and if you want to criminalize the client, like in the northern country in Europe, it doesn't hurt them, it just makes it harder for us.
Yes, and like again, if you are to say that like sex work in itself is bad, you're attacking a symptom and not the cause.
Yes, it's not even attacking symptoms, it's hiding them. Criminalization is efficient because you no longer see sex workers in the streets, just like they chase away homeless people to hide misery.
Oh, I see. Coming back to clients, how are they usually?
Why do you care so much about them? Are you worried about their sexual misery?
No, it's not that. It's just, isn't it weird to pay for sex? I mean, not to shame, but just like, my sexuality consists in reading hot fanfictions, and it's free. But I sometimes wonder how many people fap on them at the same time as me.
Sounds like an orgy. But about paying for sex in a heterosexual frame, sex is already considered as a service offered by women for free. I don't say it can be enjoyable for women. I just say culturally it's not meant to be that way. It's called economical sexual exchange, and it has been theorized by Paola Tabet. The pleasure of men is what matters most, and even women orgasming is supposed to please their pride. And in a way, they're sometimes paying for sex. On average, they earn more than women after all. Offer gifts and stuffs, but often a girlfriend is like a free sex worker. When you start getting money to do what you used to do for free, you often feel like you've been tricked all your life.
Which is a good reason to start getting off with women. You know, us predatory bi and lesbians would surely like to put our hands on you.
I'm straight.